Something is about to happen that hasn't happened for an age.
My really crap Treebeard impression. Welcome, guys, to the JayNotion channel. Welcome back indeed. I hope you're all doing well and keeping safe. A very special video today, guys. One that I've had my eye on for a while now, since it was posted back in September. This is The Horn of Gondor. It is a Tolkien fan-made film. Full credit to Rosenthal and also obviously the J.R.R. Tolkien estate. Full copyright rights given to them equally for this. It's a 20-minute film, so we're just gonna have a little watch and review it and have a little discussion at the end about what we think and what I think. It looks like it's been done on a fan-built budget, which is incredible. Apparently, timeline-wise, it's set about 500 years before the events of the Lord of the Rings films. So let's dive in. Apparently, this one has been filmed in the Czech Republic. It's currently now free to watch on YouTube. All you need to do is type in Horn of Gondor. As I said, this is completely fan-made. And some of these films are really, really well thought out, put together. So complete credit to Rosenthal again, the makers of this film. Let's have a watch and a listen. Before we go any further, guys, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you enjoy it, and don't forget to hit the bell icon if you want to be notified of when future videos like this go live. It's been a while since I've done a reaction video, so I'm interested and excited to get into this one. Let's see what it brings.
Aransul, the wandering wind, you that arise on the vast plains of Rohan, tell us about the young nation of the Horse Lords. Thunder of hooves, an earthquake, as when they ran first through your homeland so many centuries ago.
Well shot.
Why did they come? Why did they advance from the north? Those who we in Gondor know as the Rohirrim. 500 years before the coronation of King Elisar, our land was invaded by fierce hordes of Balcots.
There's a name given to him.
Battle after battle was lost. It was then when the ruling steward of Gondor, Cirion, placed his hope to the north, to the legendary Eorlingas. 6 volunteers departed on a perilous mission to plea for allegiance to our cause. They ventured far and without peace to the ancestral realm of Rohirrim, Eothiod. However, the road was guarded.
I'm loving the intro. What's that, dude? See how I drain my something?
Nights fell, one after the other, until only one was left. Barandir. Although starved and drained, he made his way upon the border of Eothiod.
That are interested, if you just type in Star Wars fan film on YouTube, loads of them come up. There's a really good one about Darth Vader that someone's done, and also Kenobi. Obviously we're getting the Kenobi series quite soon, hopefully next year, but there is a fan-made film on that already as well.
Baldur?
do to your horse? Fed it a Mars bar. You know, the cinematography is great in this. I'm obviously no expert, but the way that it's been shot is really good. Gone all out.
Hold on, pal.
I think that's the beauty of these types of films. A lot of them are funded by fans. So obviously the more we put into it, the more we get back. Horse looks pretty dead. Well, he tried. He tried. Game that's RPG style. I know there's mods out there for you PC gamers for Lord of the Rings and Skyrim, but I just want something that's really meaty to come to like PS5. Something that's you know, a big RPG. I'd even take a remake of the Two Towers and the Return of the King game.
Aronsol, Southern Wind, Breath of Sulimor, my guide. You have helped me along my journey, bearing me forward. Grant me one last request. Carry forward my voice. Carry it far, far as the ears of the Horse Lords. And if they are not but a legend, speak to their hearts.
I don't think a boom arm would stretch that high, but it's really well put together. The transitions between the shots. Is that gonna work?
Needed to be the last one. And the strongest one.
The other two are orcs. He's obviously the last of his guard or group of rangers. See if the fight choreography holds up. Check it out. Done. Oh. Just got clobbered in the back of the head with a stone slingshot. Gondor kick. He got his ass whooped. Although it was 3-on-1, we'll let him have it. Looks like a Viking or something, that guy. Saved by the Rohirrim, I think. If I was to guess right now in this moment. Spatters licorice there. Okay, sword. fair, there is no expense spared with props. They've gone all out. It looks genuine.
I am Borendir, son of Emildir. I come from Minas Tirith.
You do not belong here, warrior. Nor that strong blast we heard. We are looking for the man who blew the horn.
Your search is over. And so is mine.
What brings you here?
Looks like
I come in
from
peace,
films.
but with a word of war. I have a message for your chieftain. Gondor calls for aid.
And Rohan will answer. Is
Afterwards, the riders headed south, and in the battle of the Celebrant Field, they crushed the Balchoth army. For this glorious deed, Cirion gifted them the province of Calenardon, which was from then on known as Rohan.
That's basically how Rohan was put together. And I think that's canon as well to the lore. Wow. Do you know what? I really, really enjoyed that. So just a very quick review, thoughts on it. I thought it was great. I think the props were really well put together, really well thought through. The cinematography is what blew me away, because all the sweeping shots that they did, much like Peter Jackson did in his Hobbit and Lord of the Rings trilogy films, where he had like a helicopter and to get a lot of the high-end shots from above in the mountain ranges and sort of giving you a good feel for the stretch of the scenery. I thought that was done amazingly. The fight choreography was a little bit hit and miss, but obviously if this is a small studio and it's a very small group of people that have put this together, the budget is going to be very limited, so it's very unlikely that they were able to call in a experienced and specialized film fight choreographer. So story was a little bit don't see the point. I'm gonna say it. I didn't really see the point in sharing that as a story. There's so much that I would have picked as a Lord of the Rings fan that you could have delved into the lore. You could have picked it from any stretch of time, the first, second, or third ages. You could have done something, after Aragorn becomes king. There's loads of stuff that you could do with the Ettenmoors. There's the Barrow-wights that you could have done. And I know that all sort of potentially means more props, more special effects, and all that kind of stuff. And I get they were very limited, but of doing a short film on essentially what started the date that Rohan was brought into the world as a piece of land and as a region. I don't know. I think that would have fit much better if they went for a different piece of the lore, but they chose it for whatever reason they chose it for, and I enjoyed it as a Lord of the Rings fan, as a Tolkien fan, as a fantasy fan. I enjoyed it. I don't think it was anything to shout and scream about. I think it was very well put together. I think it was shot brilliantly. I think it was directed very well. It was produced very well. The scale of it felt very big. It felt like it does when you watch Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings films, and I think that's down to the locations that they chose to shot in. This one in particular was done in the Czech Republic, so they've picked a very good spot and lots of different locations to use, which I think fits very well. There's lots of places in the world that can lend itself to Tolkien's lore. As some of you may not have known, he wrote a lot of his books and a lot of his stories in the woods, in the forest, out in nature. He's quite a spiritual person. and a lot of his influences came from that and his own life experiences as well. So it's relatively easy to find somewhere that can sort of fuel that, but I think the location was spot on. The acting was good. I don't think it was incredible, but this is what you expect normally from these sorts of fan-made films. I'm not going to downtrod it at all because I think it was great. I just think it could have been what's the word I'm looking for? It could have been picked for a better time, if that makes sense. I would have picked a completely different story, a completely different piece of lore. There was so much you could have done with it, and the Tolkien lore is so vast. It is a world in its own. As a lot of you may or may not have known, Elvish was created through the lore of Lord of the Rings as its own language. So the literature and everything that comes with it is beyond anything, really. It's on par with George R.R. Martin's Game of Thrones lore and all that background. It lends itself to the same sort of premise that it's a vast world, lots has happened, and you could delve into loads of different scenarios, loads of different events that I think would be a lot more thrilling for people to watch. But I think for a fan-made film, it served its purpose, so I enjoyed it. What do you guys think? This again is making me feel like we need and we are owed a Lord of the Rings RPG game. Please, someone make it. I know there's probably going to be some licensing issues. There's probably a lot of problems getting hold of the rights to do it from a game production company point of view, and I think there's probably a lot of problems getting hold of the access to privileges and all the legal stuff that comes with it. So I appreciate that. But if anyone could make, even if it's just, as I said, a remake of the Two Towers or the Return of the King games from PS2, my life would feel complete. As a Tolkien fan, my life would feel complete. So please, someone take note of this. Please, someone push it somewhere. If you've got the influence and you've got the background and you've got the infiltration technique, Solid Snake style, please get it done. I will be forever in your debt. One day, we can hope. Obviously, the Shadow of War games and Shadow of Mordor are absolutely fantastic, and I highly recommend you guys pick those up and play them if you haven't done so already. I just want something that feels very Skyrim based, but it's Lord of the Rings all over. I know you've got Lord of the Rings online, but it's dead now, and it only came out on PC. Obviously, we've now got the software and the function and the capability that we've got coming on PS5 to make it an incredible world. And I'm hoping and I'm praying that one day soon we'll hear something about it, and it's in the making. But it's just my gaming view and my fantasy Lord of the Rings view coming in now, so I'm wishing and I'm hoping. But anyway, to wrap up the video, guys, thanks very much for watching. It's a very short video, and as you've seen there, that's the Horn of Gondor. It's a Tolkien fan-made film. Again, complete and full credit goes to Rosenthal for this video, and also all rights reserved for the Tolkien estate as well. All copyright privileges go to both of those. I hold no rights whatsoever over this content, just as a disclaimer. But please let me know in the comments, what did you think? Did you rate it? Did you not rate it? Did you think they could have gone in a different direction? What did you like and what didn't you like, if at all? So that's my reaction, guys. I enjoyed it. I'm going to start delving into more of these reaction videos, so hopefully you guys enjoyed it. But please let me know if there's any content you want me to review, if there's anything you want me to do a reaction on, which I haven't seen yet. I love doing these sorts of videos, and it's something different, and it hasn't been done in a while, as Treebeard said at the start of the video. But I do enjoy doing these sorts of videos, so please let me know if there's anything you want me to pick up. What is next? I'm getting lots of messages through on my YouTube feed and also through Twitter direct messages that you guys want to know what I'm going to do next. If you haven't checked out already, I'm playing Star Wars Squadrons at the moment in VR on the channel. There's a playlist already up and running for you, so I'll be doing more of that this week. What is next after that? I've got a very special Halloween video coming for you soon. It's terrifying for me, not for you, but there are lots of different jump scares. I've basically put together a horror game in VR. I don't know why I did it. I thought it was a good idea at the time, and I've sort of spliced together a highlights video for you guys, so that will be going live on Halloween for your viewing pleasure. at my expense. What is next after that? I'll probably get a chance to do one more full game playthrough. I'm not sure what that'll be yet, but I'll decide once we've got that video up and running. There's also a couple of other videos I want to put together, but the main big thing that's coming next is the PS5 unboxing. I've been very lucky enough to secure one on release day, so when that comes, I'll be doing a full unboxing video. I'll be talking through the UI, I'll be going through the features, I'll be doing a full breakdown of that, and then it will be Spider-Man Miles Morales will be my first PS5 game that I'll do a full game playthrough on for you guys to watch. So hopefully you come and join me. I will be doing that one live as well, with the new setup, with the new gear, so hopefully it will look great. So there we go. That's what's next, in a very long-winded way of answering that question. But as again, guys, as ever, thanks very much for taking your time to watch this video. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, come and join the community. I'd love to have you on board. Don't forget to hit the like button as well, guys, if you enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on this fan-made film as well. Until next time, take care of yourselves. I'll see you again soon. Peace, peace, peace.